Welcome, everyone. A little extra excitement for you tonight. It's the first game of the NBA Cup. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a look at the starters for the Knicks. Cason Wallace out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Shepherd in at the 3. And for the Bulls, Paul George out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Hart. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Klingon in at the 5. For both teams, this is the first game of their NBA Cup campaign. The goal is to make it out of the group stage.
Yeah, BA. 4 teams in each conference that make it. It's the 3 group winners plus a wild card. So also keep in mind, point differential could be a key in advancing.
Here's Buzelis. For 3, George. Westbrook with the rebound. Anunoby against George. Wembanyama. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. Clark, 51 wins for the New York Knicks last season. Their best finish in over a decade.
Yeah, and they got that done despite significant turnover on their roster, BA, making it even more impressive. And as they gel, the question is, can this team take the next step and contend for a title? I think they're certainly capable.
The first one falls. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, there was a bit of uncertainty over the summer about whether the Bulls would stick with Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Shams, thank you. Shepherd, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Buzelis. Left side, LaVine. No good on the 3. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Buzelis. After the basket by New York on the other end. The rebound by Shepherd.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
George against Westbrook. Wembanyama, a screen on George. Westbrook, the pass to Wembanyama. And they pick up 2. 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's LaVine, 15 in his last outing.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Anunoby passes to Wembanyama, shoots over Klingon. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Wembanyama's got 8.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
George finds Hart. Outside LaVine. 4-3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Wembanyama. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Klingon with a defensive effort.
Just their first miss of the night. They've been aggressive, and they've been proficient.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. George for 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
You've got to be alert to where George is out on that perimeter because that jumper of his has become dangerous.
Back to Westbrook. New York working the ball around now. From downtown, Chicago with a rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see New York. Here's Buzelis. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Pass to Shepherd. The teardrop, blocked.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
That one goes in.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
The Bulls trail by 3. To the middle. Ooh, it's stolen away. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And finished off by Westbrook.
You know, Westbrook will not let an opportunity to embarrass his defender go wanting. Oh, my goodness. What a move.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. And so George will bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Buzelis. Three-pointer. Shot by Levine, no good. New York leading by 5. And here's Shepherd for 3. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Shepherd's got 5 points.
Yeah, big man with point guard skills. Wembanyama is terrific at getting it to his teammates.
Here's Buzelis. George outside to stop the run. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Anunoby. He's scoreless. Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Wherever OG Anunoby goes, his teams win a lot of games, Clark.
Yeah, you think about his second season. I mean, BA, part of the 2019 Raptors title squad was Anunoby. I mean, his defense is superb, and it affects winning in a big-time way.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Wallace. Three-pointer, no good.
He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
George passes to Hart. Here's Buzelis. Here's Levine for 3. Buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Chicago trailing here. Pass to Buzelis. Here's the 3. And Levine with the basket. On the assist by Buzelis.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
The Knicks have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. To the inside. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
George against Anunoby. Here's Levine for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run. And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Here's Buzelis. His last outing, we saw him score 13.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
George over to help. On the wing, Wallace. Outside, Wembanyama. Shoots over Levine. Chicago with a rebound. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. For Chicago, Robinson, he's checked in for Klingon. Jackson comes in for George, and Karis LeVert is subbed in for Hart. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Andre Drummond is checked in for Anunoby. Thompson comes in for Shepard. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Wallace. And it's Jones in for Russell Westbrook. So it's the Knicks now. 4-point game. Thompson passes to Wembanyama. Fader on the way. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. 16 points for Victor Wembanyama.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
LeVert passes to Jackson. Levine way outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama has the ball here for New York. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
Now here's Jones. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Milwaukee. The three from Thompson. And it's Chicago with a board. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, BA, building their draft assets. They cast them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
Drummond with the ball. He's checked by LeVert. Porter from outside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Sneaking out to the corner, Porter Jr. He's somebody you cannot afford to lose track of.
The Bulls trail by 3. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Brian, back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And the Bulls shooting 43% to get this one underway. Levine against Porter. It's Levine with a drive. The shot's good. Levine's got 20 points.
Hey, for all that Levine can do on the hardwood, at heart, he's a pure scorer.
Pass to Drummond. Now Jones. Back to Drummond. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter finds Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Really good in the playmaking role. Porter Jr. with the right read in the two-man game there.
LeVert passes to Jackson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Klay Thompson picks one up. Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, BA, I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
And that one falls for Jackson. Paul George, he's checked in for Chicago. And so Jackson nails both of them. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. And the foul called on Karis LeVert. That's his first foul. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. .55 seconds left to play in the first. Jones, the pass to Porter. Drummond, the screen on Levine. And here's Porter outside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
One of the things Porter Jr. has done is really improved as a decision maker. Excellent pick and roll action there.
Outside Levine. And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 12-4 run. Jones, the pass to Drummond. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, and this is the kind of impact Wemby makes offensively because he can score in just so many ways.
High arcing shot, and George with the layup. George has got his third bucket of the night.
That's the finesse part of his game right there. Lofting in that little teardrop.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Knicks out in front, up by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
So on the floor for New York, Christian Wood out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's Porter in at the 2-guard spot. Wood finds Jones. Drummond, the screen on Levert. Jones, the pass to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Tell you what, that was a power play by Drummond there. He's made a career out of stress testing the rims.
Pass to Jackson. Monk for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Knicks leading by 9. Wood passes to Jones. Wood, a screen on Jackson. And here's Thompson for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Now here's Jackson. 14 points for him last game against Sacramento.
A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
Jones with the ball. Robinson defending. Drummond, the screen on Robinson. Tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Levine. Outside Monk. Drummond against Levert. Pass to Levine. A shot to stop the run. The triple goes for Levine.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
To the paint. He shoots. And there's Porter on the assist from Jones. Porter's got 8.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Now here's Levine. Give him 23. He drops it from range.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Porter's shot is off.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Pass to Levert. Jackson surveying the D. Outside Levine. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And now just a 5-point Knick lead. Jones against Levert. Outside Porter. Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Hard work pays off, and Wood works extremely hard to fight for the finish he wanted there.
Levert passes to Jackson. And the miss. Not the best shot selection there. Knicks leading by 7. Down low. And Wood with the stuff.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
And Levine has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Monk passes to LeVert. Now Levine. And as we start up the NBA Cup, let's explain to our viewers how the groups are formed.
Sure thing, B.A. First, you only play teams from your conference. The groups are drawn based off of last year's standings, so they try to keep it even in terms of quality of teams.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Outside Levine. Inside. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Boy, you want to talk about a man-child to deal with, a monster inside? Look no further than Mitchell Robinson. He is a dominant two-way center.
For Chicago, Buzelis comes in for Jackson, and it's Paul George in for LeVert. Wood passes to Thompson. Pass to Drummond. 4 on the clock. Jones from outside. Chicago with a rebound. On the wing, Levine. He's guarded by Porter. Chicago passing it around. George outside. The three. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Some changes for Chicago. Klingon, he's checked in for Robinson, and Hart subbed in for Monk. So for the Knicks. Westbrook, the pass to Anunoby. Right side, Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Here's Buzelis. Here's Levine for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. And last season, the most efficient shooting season of Zach LaVine's career.
Yeah, B.A., 2.5% better in his free throw shooting. He would have had a 50, 40, 90 season on his hands, but his scoring is top tier.
Anunoby against Hart. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Nice touch from the veteran wingman. George just understands when he should look to score.
Westbrook against Hart. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
George for 3. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
He's now matched his three-point total from the first quarter here in the second period. 4 in the game already for him.
Outside Anunoby. Wembanyama screen. To the left wing. Westbrook outside. Launches a 3. Hart pulls it in. The Bulls trail by 4. Outside Levine. George outside. Here's Klingon. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, known for his size and defense, Klingon has the potential to be a very effective two-way player in this league.
Now here's Wallace, and here's Shepard for three, and it's Chicago with a board. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. Levine takes off. Pass to George, back to Levine, and here's Hart. George for three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. New York leading by 3. Now here's Wallace. Outside Anunoby. Here's Wembanyama. Takes the 3. Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from 3.
I really like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
George outside. Pass to Hart. And here's Levine from outside the arc. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Shepard. George defending. Here's Wembanyama clinging with the block.
I like this. The sheer size and reach of Klingon was a big factor in him finding that block.
Here's Buzelis. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Well, Grant, we could be in for a spooky game tonight as these two teams face off on Halloween.
I think I saw some costumes out in the crowd. And, you know, it does make this game feel extra special, B.A. It's always fun when you get to show off in a holiday game.
And so here is Chicago after the basket by New York on the other end. George outside, fires the 3, knocks down the triple. George has got 19 points.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
And there's the screen. Here's Shepard. Rejected by George. Here's Buzelis. Anunoby covering. George outside. Outside Hart. Pass to George. This one for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside Anunoby. Here's Shepard. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Levine.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Here's Buzelis. 5 points in the game. George, good.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Here's Wembanyama following the three-point basket by Chicago. Outside Hart. Pass to Buzelis. George outside. Fires for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Will it go? In traffic, Wemby goes to work.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
George against Anunoby. George passes to Levine. And again for 3.
Oh my, he is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for 3s in a game. Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. Back after this.
Welcome, everybody. This game has been all about Zach LaVine's impressive play.
You know LaVine is going to get his. Incredible athlete, has high arching jumper. He was unstoppable in the first half.
There's a beauty to the way he plays the game. Just looks right. All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Well, right now for Chicago, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them and not much room for error.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Knicks trail by 7. They've got Josh Hart clinging out there with Buzelis. Then there's George, and it's LaVine in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Anunoby, a screen on LaVine. 5 to shoot. And here's Shepherd for 3. Fires in the triple. Shepherd's gotten his third basket of the night.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Picked it. And they're on the run. Westbrook outside. Back to Wembanyama. The 3. Chicago with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Buzelis. Now George lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, this guy certainly knows how to take over a game. I wonder who made George mad tonight. They're paying for it now.
There's a screen. Anunoby for 3. It's rebounded by George. George has got 4 rebounds now. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Fast break. Here comes New York. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding team from last year. The Bulls 3rd.
There's not a whole lot to complain about with these numbers. I mean, they made a commitment to rebounding last year, and it was obvious. It showed on a consistent basis. They put great effort into rebounding the ball last season.
Outside LaVine. Outside Hart. Launches it. George, no good. Knicks trail by 7. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
George for 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Westbrook. Now Wallace. Shot clock at 5. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Well, Clark, when Russell Westbrook's career is over, how do you think he'll be remembered?
I call him 24/7 because he shows up the same all the time. Great energy, great production, stat sheet stuffer supreme. It was his work ethic and the way he brought himself to the game every single night. Very impressive.
Pass to Buzelis. George for 3, sends it home from three-point land. George has got 6 here in the quarter.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Wemby, unstoppable and close.
He's doing a heck of a job, and his offense is keeping them afloat.
Bulls leading by 5. Outside Levine. Outside Hart. Puts up a 3. George's shot is off.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Chicago making a switch here. Monk's checked in. Here's Buzelis. He has 7. Misses from close range.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Chicago has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Levine for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
Shots blocked! And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
New York on D. Levine finds George. Now here's Monk. Here's Buzelis. Back to Monk. Just 5 on the clock. Chicago passing it around. The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Knicks have gone 6 for 9 in the half. And he left going up top. It's Wembanyama.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Pass to Buzelis. Shoots over Shepard. The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Shepard. Westbrook outside. Wembanyama, high post. And here's Shepard for 3. Connects from downtown. Shepard's got 11 points.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Jackson, he's checked in for Buzelis. And so here is Chicago, trailing by 5. George finds Jackson. Clinging with a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson, the pass to Monk. It's blocked! Now here's Wallace. He's closely guarded. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Knicks?
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Pass to Shepherd. Wembanyama down low. Jackson on him. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Right side, Levine. Shoots over Shepherd. Levine can't hit.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Wembanyama, no good. Bulls trail by 9. Levine finds Monk. Now Jackson. George outside. The Bulls with another miss.
I like the aggressive approach. He's going to have to be more efficient.
Back to Westbrook. Oh, there's the alley! And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Wemby makes so many tough shots for this team. It's nice to give him an easy one.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Robinson, he's checked in for Chicago. Karis LeVert comes in for Levine. And a switch here also for New York. Abaji's checked in for Anunoby. And here's Jackson. LeVert outside. It's George on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. The Bulls third.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
A new lineup here for New York. Knicks leading by 11. Jones with the ball. No points yet. Pass to Porter. To the paint. Here's Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
Very mobile at his size. Wood excels at finding ways to execute in screen and rolls.
LeVert passes to Jackson. Monk for three. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his third assist of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Jones. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the Knicks lead by 12.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch. He's absolutely killing it from outside.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Knicks. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
And it's Monk missing.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Robinson passes to LeVert. George outside. The three is up. Offensive rebound. And a big finish by Robinson.
Once that shot goes up, Robinson is doing his work well before that. He wants to get that miss if it happens.
Jones drives in. Banked it in off the glass. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
New York leading by 12. Drummond passes to Jones. Now here's Porter. New York working the ball around now. Clock at 6. From the arc. That's good from Jones. And the assist from Drummond. Drummond's got his 4th assist with that last one. To the middle. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Hey, they don't call him Robinson for nothing now. Look at the hops on the big fella.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? 26 seconds left in the third. Thompson outside. Fires from the line. Chicago with a rebound. LeVert outside. Pass to Jackson. Now George. Started by Wood. 1 second left. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the New York Knicks in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be back in a moment. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
Yeah, Coach Donovan conveying the scouting report to his guys.
Knowing your opponent's plays is important. On the money right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Wembanyama out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. Drummond passes to Wembanyama. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
One of the most popular players in the world the moment he entered this league, Wembanyama continues to grow his fan base.
LeVert passes to Jackson. Outside Levine. There's the three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two.
Not backing away from the physicality of the game, Drummond is never afraid of getting hit when he's trying to score.
He's off on the second. The Bulls trail by 14 to the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Some room here for Jones. And again, the Knicks missing. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Jackson. Outside Levine. From deep. Good! Another from 3.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. Here's Anunoby. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 assists now tonight. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Outside Levine. And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
What more can he do? I mean, my goodness, it's certainly his night.
LeVert passes to Jackson. Outside Levine. Fires from deep. Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. Robinson with a steal. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Pass to Levine. There's the triple. Good! Another from 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made. And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Outside Monk. Jones against LeVert. Jackson on the wing. 6 to shoot. Screen by Robinson. Hey, expanding his range. Outside for LeVert. Beyond the arc. Pure from three-point range. LeVert's got his first 3 points of the game.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Jones against LeVert. The 3 from Thompson. Chicago with a rebound. LeVert's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Jackson. Here's Levine for 3. And again for 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
BA, he's on fire.
Thompson outside. From behind the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 6 assists in the game. And Levine has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. For Chicago, Klingon, he's checked in for Robinson. Buzelis comes in for LeVert. And it's George in for Monk. Pass to George. Here's Buzelis, defended by Thompson. Chicago passing it around. 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Fires the three. Shot by Levine, no good. New York leading by 3. Let's go with a 3. Drummond, great positioning on the putback.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Levine for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Now here's Drummond. Jones from outside. Counted from distance.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
The Bulls have gone 8 of 12 so far here in the 4th. Looking to end the run. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Levine's got 57 points. Here's Jones. On the wing, Thompson takes a 3. It's rebounded by Levine.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Count the basket and the foul. It's going to go on Andre Drummond.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Hart's checked in for Chicago. New York also changing it up. Wallace comes in for Drummond. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Jones. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
A fearless dunk by Thompson, showing the defense they can't force him to back off.
George passes to Jackson. Here's Levine for 3. Doesn't go for him.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Wallace, the pass to Anunoby. Now Thompson. Outside Anunoby. Wallace's shot is good. And it's an 8-point Knick lead.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Outside Levine. Good! That's another bucket! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Westbrook drives. And there's the rejection.
Hart going for a block and getting the stop. Well done. His teammates and coaches love that effort.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Off the inbound pass, and Wembanyama lays it up and in. Wembanyama's got 54 points. Now it's Hart. Jackson outside. Here's Levine for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Thompson, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
A taller guard with a quick trigger, Klay Thompson, is also an impressive perimeter defender and playmaker.
And he drops the first.
They're one of the greatest shooters ever. Thompson's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
And so he makes both from the line.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Hart passes to Jackson. Outside Levine. Off target from outside. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Here's Thompson. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Wallace. Thompson left side. Oh, and Klay makes that 3 look so easy.
And they keep attacking from the 3-point range here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Poke loose. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Oh, Klay Thompson with the bounce. Get up, Klay.
Well, we know Thompson always wired to score, but right now it even seems to be coming easier for him.
Levine fires. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
New York leading by 11. Westbrook outside. Anunoby, a screen on Hart. Now Thompson takes a three. Oh, the shot is off. Levine outside. It's George on the wing. Watched by Wallace. Here's Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Hard against Westbrook. Another chance. And up and in on the layup.
When you're facing a guy as massive as Klingon, you really have to be smart about boxing him out. I mean, he is so good on the offensive boards to be so young.
Thompson! That misses. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Now Hart. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama, it's money from deep.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Chicago making a switch here. Lou Ellis is checked in. George against Anunoby. Oh, it doesn't go. Knicks leading by 12. Wembanyama fires. And another one. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one. They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Knicks.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And what a huge performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, you can't say enough about his effort on the boards. He helped them in the battle of possessions all game long.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And finished off by Westbrook.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
George outside. Here's Levine for 3. They get it back. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.